It is Sunday morning at 4:12 a.m. I've got coworkers yelling at me here in the Chat Sports studio saying we're going to miss our flight. We got a 10 a.m. flight to Las Vegas, heading out to there to do a show for an event for the Raiders-Eagles game this afternoon. We've got a great Raiders show with Mitchell Wren. So do me a favor. I'm working hard for you, coming here at 4 a.m. to put together an Overreaction Sunday. Get us to 16,000 subscribers. We're at 15,477 as of 4 a.m. here on Sunday morning. So if you haven't watched, and you just show me a little appreciation for coming in before I get to the airport to take a flight, give us a subscription to the channel here on YouTube. It's youtube.com/MichiganTV. We're going to talk all the things that you, the fans, are overreacting to on Twitter, on Facebook, online over the last, 10 hours or so, 12 hours since Michigan beat Northwestern. It is the Michigan Football Report by Chat Sports coming up right now. I'm going to need a coffee here. I'm going on almost no sleep, but I'm here for you guys. Usually come in Sunday afternoon and do this video, but wanted to make sure we got one out because we won't be able to this afternoon. So it's our Overreaction Sunday. I have scoured the internet. I had my takes. I've seen what people have tweeted at me. I've seen the discussion across the internet on this Michigan football program following the 33-7 win over Northwestern. And frankly, a lot of it bases on this, right? Not people really care that much about the matchup. It is this one, or the win against Northwestern is this matchup. 2 7-0 programs, noon Eastern on Fox. The big noon kickoff coming up on Saturday, folks. I'm looking forward to this one. I've been looking forward to it for 2 or 3 weeks. I think both these teams are coming into this game with remarkable turnaround seasons after absolutely disastrous seasons. Michigan State's kind of expected last year. Michigan's not nearly as expected with a 2-4 season. The Michigan State's give them credit. They've used the transfer portal. They have used the momentum of a new coach and a new attitude to really turn things around this year, and they are 7-0. The winner of this game, folks, is rolling along, probably ranked in the top. I don't think either team may be ranked in the top 5, but they have the opportunity to be ranked in the top 5 in the month of November after this game. So let's take a look at my instant reactions. And folks, this is for me, okay? Michigan's red zone offense still sucks. I know some of you watch the show with your kids. Apologize for using that language. So, Producer Marshall, let's bleep out the word sucks. I use it once, not twice. So, no using the word sucks. So, Michigan's red zone offense still beeps. So, we bleeped it out. We figured that out for you. And it really does, okay? And for the most part, folks, I think Josh Gattis is holding this team back. The most creative play call he could come up with against Northwestern yesterday in the red zone, maybe the 2 creative play calls. One is the fade to Cornelius Johnson, fade to Mike Sainristil, etc., or a misdirection end around reverse to H.A. Henning, which Henning fumbled. Okay, they don't put Cade McNamara in any position at all to throw touchdown passes. 5 touchdown passes, folks, through 7 games. That's really tough to do. That's 2007 level Michigan football, or 2017 level, where you had Will Spake getting hurt, John O'Corn, Brandon Peters getting hurt, back to John O'Corn. It was a disaster. I think Michigan threw for 4 touchdown passes all years to wide receiver. They went 12 games from 2017, the 4th game, to the 2nd or 3rd game of 2018, 12 games straight without throwing a pass to a wide receiver that year. And it's not that bad, but it's getting pretty close, right? 5 touchdowns from your starting quarterback passing this year. I think only 3 of them were to wide receivers, and you've got 2 from J.J. McCathry, both to Dalen Baldwin. Josh Gattis is holding this team back, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys think something differently. So who is to blame for this mediocre, unimaginative, and unproductive passing offense? Is it Josh Gattis? Is it Cade McNamara? Or is it the man at the top, one Jim Harbaugh? Give me a GG, a CM, or a JH. I'd like to know what you guys think. You might get hit with a YouTube ad break here. So if you do, go down to the bottom of the page, to the bottom of the video. I'll pin this comment below there. Comment JG, CM, or JH. Scroll back up. Ad should be over. Cade McNamara cannot win a title. Whether it's a Big Ten title, whether it's a title of the state of Michigan, right? We're going to find out in 6 days. I hope I'm wrong because he's going to be the starter for that game. And I think Michigan can win this game, right? I'm not saying they're going to lose this game if Cade McNamara starts, but I don't think he can himself, if Michigan State shuts down Michigan's running attack, or if they need him to come up with plays in the 4th quarter and the second half, I don't think he himself can win the state title. A Big Ten title, can't beat Ohio State, certainly can't make it to the college football playoff. The stats look pretty okay if you think about it holistically from like, wow, 20 of 27, 74%, 100. Wait, Producer Marshall, we made an error there. That says that should be 289 yards. No, but it's 129 yards. That's the problem, is you throw 27 passes, folks. That's like first quarter stats for Oklahoma's quarterback or Ohio State's quarterback or Alabama's quarterback, right? 129 passing yards for an entire game when you throw the ball 27 times, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's not modern college football. And I think Cade McNamara is a good quarterback. He has a high floor and a low ceiling, right? He's not going to turn the ball over. He's not going to make terrible plays. He's not going to make you scratch your head, be like, Cade McNamara, what the hell are you? All right. But he's not going to be like, oh, yeah, that's Cade, baby. And so I think we'll talk about it here coming up here in a minute of the show, but I think that there's a reasonable discussion to be had after this Michigan State game, no matter the outcome, win or loss, unless Cade McNamara just completely blows away, that maybe J.J. McCarthy is the only answer for this team to get to the next level. Top 5 program, beat Ohio State, make the college football playoff. So, watching this video here on a Sunday afternoon. We're going to put it out right around noon or so on Sunday. Make sure you get going with our sportsbook partner, BetUS. It is chatsports.com/GoBlue. BetUS is where I make all my sports bets. 125% deposit bonus is the offer we've got going on for you with BetUS. Go to chatsports.com/GoBlue. Don't just go Google and BetUS. Use that link, chatsports.com/GoBlue. Type it into your browser. It'll redirect you to BetUS. When you make your deposit, use promo code GoBlue. 125% deposit bonus. Put $100 in. You have an extra $225 total sitting in your sportsbook account. Allows you to lose a few games. You're not sitting there like, I'm out of money already. I don't know what to do here. I'm not good at sports betting. Use BetUS. Get that for deposit bonus. Chatsports.com/GoBlue. Promo code GoBlue. Number 3, overreaction. You got to give J.J. McCarthy a first half series. Not play. Not read option play. Not one throw in the second half. A series against Michigan State. You've got to know if you have a quarterback here in this 5-star true freshman, in this guy that, boy, he looks the part when he gets out there. There was that play I was watching yesterday with producer Marshall where he rolled around, looked like he was going to get taken, and then he does like the Devin Gardner, spins back to the defense, and you're about to be like, no, what are you doing? Just like you did in that first game when he made that amazing pass to Dalen Baldwin, and then he hits a tight end right there across the middle, and he just makes plays, and he looks the part. He looks like an NFL quarterback. Look at these rushing numbers, right? Both rushes yesterday, 2 attempts, 36 yards, long of 23, so that 23-yarder on the read option where he was making people juke. He looked like Michael Vick out there for a little bit, right? And then another 13-yarder earlier in the game. I like J.J. McCarthy when I see him play. He looks like a star, okay? He plays like a star sometimes, but we've yet to see him do it when it counts and do it for an entire series in crunch time where it's like you do or you die, JJ. You make plays here, or the team's not going to get the win, or we're not going to get the score here in this drive. So I'll ask you guys this question. Cade McNamara will start this Saturday. That's no doubt. I hope JJ McCarthy gets the opportunity to play a little more than he has recently. But I want to know, after this week, Michigan's got 4 games to go. If you win this one, you're probably 5 in the country, maybe 6, whatever, see if a team wins or loses. But you have so much momentum. You have 2 weeks to get ready for Penn State with that Indiana game in between. Or is it Maryland, Indiana? I can't remember which game it is. Who should start after Michigan State? Go ahead and type Cade if you think it's Cade McNamara, JJ if you think it's JJ McCarthy. I'm going to hold back my my true feelings until after this Michigan State game. I think Michigan should be preparing for JJ McCarthy, but riding with Cade until proven otherwise. All right. Winning teams, though, folks, they have the guts to change quarterbacks. Oklahoma 2 weeks ago changed quarterbacks with a guy who most draft prognosticators said might be the number 1 pick or a top 5 pick in this upcoming NFL draft. He was the betting favorite in Spencer Rattler to be the Heisman Trophy winner going into this season. 3 or 4 years ago, Clemson did the same thing. They started off 4-0. They were number 2 in the country. They benched a quarterback who took them to the playoffs the year before in favor of Trevor Lawrence. All right. Alabama benched their starting quarterback, a quarterback who would take them to the playoffs 2 years in a row, right? To the national title game, I think. 2 out of 3 years, whatever it was. Taking them to the national title game back-to-back years, I think it was. 2016, 2017 in Jalen Hurts, and put in Tua Tagovailoa, and he won the national title game with that amazing throw to Devontae Smith. Winning teams have the guts to change quarterbacks, and I think Michigan, whether they do it or not, they need to have the guts to be able to be willing to make the decision if it's proven that Cade McNamara can't get the job done, and give J.J. McCarthy a shot. Can he get the job done? Then you have your answer. Then you got to have the guts to make that change. The Wolverines really outperformed Northwestern, right? This is an overmatched Northwestern team. 33 points to 7, obviously, was the win. 457 yards of offense for Michigan. But I'm really impressed that they got back near that 300 yards rushing mark, 294 rushing yards. 2 turnovers, so double their entire season output in one game. A fumble from both younger fellas, right? A.J. Henning on an end around in the first half, and then Diamond Edwards fumbled there in the second half. But overall, pretty clean game for this team. Definitely a clean second half for everything Michigan did. Held Northwestern to no points in the second half. Make sure you guys, though, subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Michigan TV. We're trying to get to 16,000 subscribers by the end of the month of October. We can't do it without you. I hope you know that we really appreciate that you've watched the show, that you subscribe. We try and do everything we can here to put out a high-quality program, no spin, no fluff. And if people didn't like it, we wouldn't have the biggest audience here on YouTube. So I think enough people like it. So if you haven't subscribed yet, just take a lead from the other people. Look at our audience, look at our likes, look at our comments, compare it to the competition. Not saying we put out a better program. I'm not trying to take credit, but I think we do our best, and certainly people have certainly liked it with the amount of audience we've put up over the last couple years. Now, coming up here Saturday, is this the biggest game in state history? Not Michigan State, the state of Michigan, right? For teams playing in the state of Michigan. It could be, right? Some people will say 1999, Nick Saban, Plaxico Burress up against David Terrell and Marquise Walker and Anthony Thomas and Drew Henson. Tom Brady. Drew Henson came in and almost blew the game for Michigan. Michigan State ended up getting that victory against one of Michigan's better teams they've had. And some have argued had Michigan not blown that game on the road against Michigan State, they would have won their second national title in 3 years in 1999. But alas, they didn't. And it is what it is. But this game is huge. You're going into October 30th with 2 undefeated teams that'll be ranked inside of the top 10. I think you can make an argument that in modern college football, let's just call that like 1980 to now, this is the biggest game in the history of college football in the state of Michigan. And I'm pretty excited for it, folks. I am going to be jumping off the walls all week. And I expect that if you are a Michigan fan, you are too. Now, predict the score of this game. Michigan State. Let me know who you think is going to win. Give me a score prediction below. If you're a Michigan State fan watching the show, I will warn you, you cannot make a prediction. I put in the word to YouTube. If they detect you're a Michigan State fan, they'll instantly delete the comment. So please, if you're a Michigan State fan, no score predictions allowed. Let's see what you Michigan fans have, though. Give me a score prediction. Michigan State. I'll probably make mine on Thursday or Friday. Coming into this week, we'll put out a video every single day leading up to this one. But let me know your score prediction down below in the comments. My final overreaction here on a Sunday morning, 4:30 a.m. or so, is this. You're going to call me crazy. You're going to say, James, no way. If Michigan wins this one, it's playoffs or bust. If you win this game, if you beat Michigan State and you go to 8-0, you have 4 games left, right? That means the worst you can do is 8-4 in the regular season. I think truly the worst you could do, if you really think about it, is 10-2. After a 2-4 year that everyone, including you and me, thought that Jim Harbaugh should be hired, I think that winning this game against a top 10 team on the road, getting a winning record for Jim Harbaugh against Michigan State would mean it's a successful season, even if you lose against Penn State, even if you lose against Ohio State. As long as you don't get blown out like 68-10 or something like that in one of those games, Ohio State obviously being the favorite, I would say it's a successful season. And with everything Michigan has coming back, which could be 20 of the 22, I think Daxton Hill and Aiden Hutchinson might be the only guys that leave, right? I mean, there's a couple other players that could potentially leave. You could have as many as 19 or 20 starters returning. Next year's team will be a top 10 team coming into the season. I would say this is a successful bounce-back season for Michigan. But I ask you guys this. If Michigan beats Michigan State, couldn't fit all these words on there, so I'm going to pretense this question. If Michigan beats Michigan State, starts 8-0, but then finishes the season 10-2 with 2 respectable losses at Penn State and at home versus Ohio State, would you be happy with a 10-2 season? Please go down in the comments and let me know. I want to get a vibe for what you guys think about the future of this program and how you think about this season here for Jim Harbaugh and the Michigan Wolverines. Type Y for yes or type N for no. I'm flying back to Vegas late night tonight. We're flying out there Sunday morning, flying back Sunday night. I'll be back about 1 a.m., so we'll be back on Monday with another Michigan Football Report video. Until then, go Blue.